Well, good
Shaggy.
evening, everybody. And hopefully you guys are having a fantastic one. I think I just saw the 22 do a little bobble down the straightaway when I said, good evening, everybody. I'm in his channel here, and he is one of these fine drivers here tonight with that green stripe across the top of his car on that spoiler. And Randy, let's get it started with you. And why don't you tell him what exactly that means here?
The green spoiler means we're eligible for the championship over the next 5 races. Playoff eligible, there's 10 of us. And it's pretty much going to come down to whichever one of the 10 scores the most points over the next 5 races.
KT, it's kind of sounding like he's tooting his own horn there, isn't it?
No.
These green spoilers.
If that
there
head
for
gets any
us.
bigger, they're going to have to cut the window opening larger.
Randy,
Yeah.
you got the Georgia sponsor, the G up there. I call you the General. What is so unique about the Bulldog symbol that made you put it on the front of the car there?
I'm just a diehard Bulldogs fan, all about it. Really, all Georgia sports. I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. That's what I always tell people. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I guess the other question I have is people are always kind of curious on their favorite drivers, on why they picked their number or how they rose to that conclusion on what number they're going to drive with. Why the number 22, sir?
My dad ran 22. My birthday's on the 22nd. My wife's birthday's on the 22nd. My anniversary's on the 22nd. So we're just pretty there with the 22.
I would guess so. My goodness, I think that's the motto in your life right there. Is just 22 there. So hey, what a great story there. Congrats on making the playoffs here, and we'll see how you fare here. So it's
Based on qualifying, I'm going to have a lot of work to do.
It's not like, well, I was in your ear the whole time. Probably not the easiest thing. But it's not like NASCAR where we're going to see stages in these in the playoff here. You guys got 5 races. You're going to bang them out. So like you said, pretty much the top finisher in the playoffs here will end up wearing the crown here at the end of the season, correct?
That's correct.
Well, Randy, thanks again.
5
Good luck
races.
to you, sir. And we got about a little over a minute to go, and you guys will be hitting that green flag.
Yeah, hopefully we have put on a good show here. Good, clean green flag racing.
There you go. I like that second word because I told you didn't say it in the drivers' meeting, but Dallas and Philly are playing right now, and I'm a Dallas fan. My brother's a Philly fan. I'm a little antsy to get back to a game today, so yellow flags are going to be bad for you, sir.
Yeah, I'm over it today.
We'll keep it interesting. We'll keep it interesting. Thanks, Randy.
Thank you, man. Appreciate all you do.
Absolutely. We'll get these guys no idea what they are yapping about here. God only knows. Apologize, because you never know what's going to come out of these drivers' mouths when they are on the track. We got about 30 seconds remaining. I'll tell you what, here during maybe a yellow flag, we'll talk to somebody else in the playoff race here this season. Guys, thanks so much. We'll be right back with the action as they are about to go green flag racing. And we'll make a small note today that unfortunately the number 24 is the 28 today. So the 24 is the 28 here today. Ray's cheering on Travis. We got a few guys here cheering on the Bubbas tonight. And these guys are just about to pull out of the pits here and make their way around this famous Michigan International Speedway. It's going to be a fast one here tonight. We got a lot of cars in the field, even some first-timers out here. Michael always told him he'd be better in the 28. You're going to see if it works out for him here today. We'll see if it does. As like I said, we will follow the pace car around, and we'll get to some racing here as they are off and away. We will start it up here soon. Thanks so much for tuning in here to the Rocket Racing Setups 100 lapper here. No catch-up is what AC says. No catch-up. Don't go do it. Kevin Kaufman going to start on the front of the board here with the 21 of Ross Tatum. It's the Pricks playoffs. The playoffs with Pricks. The Pricks in the playoffs. Pricks of Pavement playoff. Trying to think of another P, but playoff playground here in Michigan. Guys, real quick, if you hadn't hopped over to BW Sports 1 over on Facebook yet, check it out. Actually, I shared it here on Checkers and Wreckers. Check out the video from that Daytona Speedway indoor karting. Chummy Motorsports up here. He's in the 28 today, AC, the 2-8. 2-8. We should be just about ready to rock and roll here as they are pulling off. We will get it on here. Green flag is out in the air, and we are racing here with the Monsters of Dirt Pricks of Pavement. Big Bubbas chicken. Rocket Racing Setups 100 here from Michigan. Ross Tatum out in the front, holding steady. Gotten a good start. Kevin Kaufman behind him. Here's one of your playoff contenders there. Kevin Kaufman, Ross Tatum, both of these guys. They're digging here. As the 27 here, Mike Carlson, a newer vehicle in the mix here. We're going to see how they play out. Looks like, let's see who else we got out here. Brent Evans, BWT, little F1 look. He's the new guy here as well. He's sitting there in fifth. We'll see how these new guys fare. They're the 28 machine of Travis Butt. He's throwing it down on the low side here. Trying to get it done. We got 4 sets of tires total here today. So again, we'll see how that plays a factor here in the race. Ross Tatum doing great so far. Side by side up there, the 37 of Kevin Kaufman trying to ring it around. See what he can do.
Yellow flag is out.
And we got our first caution of the night here. And it's up near the front. Let's see what happened here. 20, looks like the 39, sorry, Brad Haldane involved in this one. Let's go up to the bird's eye view and see what happened here. Looks like it starts with the 37 all the way up there. Kevin Kaufman. They're riding 3 wide with Bud in the middle. Comes down there and meets Travis, and boom! Around they go. Travis and Kevin, both 2 of those playoff contenders out of this one here. I shouldn't say out of it. They do have a fast repair, but it's going to be tough for them here. Let's see from another view, Travis, I'm going to say probably just looking a little impatient there. I don't know if you need to push it 3 wide through the turns just yet, but he does, and unfortunately, that gets quite a bit of these guys some damage. A little whoopsie. And we'll be running around here. Ross Tatum in the front right now. And we got Mike Carlson, Brent Evans, Bryce Nichols, Justin Rigsby rounding out the top 5 at the moment, guys. Thanks so much for tuning along here with CWTV. We'll see. I would doubt anybody, obviously it would just be for fuel, but I doubt we see anybody make a move in. We'll keep our eyes open though. We're going to be back to green flag racing here in just a few moments. Ross Tatum, Mike Carlson, Brent Evans, Bryce Nichols, Justin Rigsby round out the top 5 here. It's not far from here. Just saying be patient is what AC's telling them. Be patient. Lining them up, stacking them up, getting ready to go. Let's see who gets it done here. Hopefully we can keep it clean.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out. We are back to racing. 21 machine of Ross Tatum firing off there, getting a really good jump over Brent Evans, Mike Carlson there. Look back through the field. We got some digging going on back there. Side by side, Tyler Gorel, Justin Rigsby. Rigsby there in 5th, and looks like Ross Tatum, Justin Rigsby, 1 and 5. Going to be the top playoff contenders at the moment. Right behind him, Tyler Gorel. He's in the mix here as well. They got Mike Carlson there in that 27 machine, stuck up to the top side now. Justin Rigsby's going to look down low, see if he can't get anything to fire off and go there. Guys, thanks so much again. I can't say it enough for tuning in here with us on CWTV. It's always a good time here. That 101 car of Brent Evans making a run up on the top side. He's got Bryce Nichols in the 64s help back behind him. Then out in front, Ross Tatum getting a little help from Justin Rigsby. Tyler Gorel. Uh-oh! Let's see, did they keep it clean? They're moving. They kept it clean. What a run there through the turns to keep that one clean there. That was the 5 of Jonathan Hallett. Getting into that wall, losing loads of speed. We got side-by-side action here with Zachary Stone and the 67 of Preston Streetman. Zachary in the playoffs here tonight. I'm trying to keep you there. I'm with you, though. It's a little wicked. The 27 here falling back. Mike Carlson going to fall back all the way to 10th place here. He's trying to hold on to it. About comes down on the 35 there of Matt Spinks. About to go 3 wide here. Tyler Gorel, Chris Spencer, Randy Cornwell. Out in front, Brent Evans going to take it away from Rigsby and Tatum. Justin Rigsby on the low side of the 101 machine now. See if he's got anything for him. Is Ross Tatum back up to the top in the 21, doing a great job. A coffee and an IV would be great. I feel you there. Good run up here for the front. Ross Tatum gonna get there tight with Brent Evans. Gonna put him up pretty close. Pull out there. We got the Smoke Show Racing vehicle there. That number 11 of Chris Spencer making his way around that lap traffic. The 101 pushing the 21 down the track. We're gonna back it out here and see if they get around that lap traffic cleanly, because he's riding that low side a little dangerously. He's gonna stay out here. Out in front, Ross Tatum. He's got Christopher Spencer in the 11 behind him. Looks like they do clear that lap traffic. All right, we move on forward here. Chris Spencer now looking to the inside. Gonna drop it back up, move it back up to the top, I should say, behind the 21 machine. See what he's got for him now, as they are very close here on the track. Can Spencer put it in front and to the lead here around that 21 machine? We're about to find out. It looks like he is staying pretty darn close. '21 machine still out in front, doing a great job right now. Ross Tatum holding on tight here, but yeah, I'm going to say we're going to hit that pit strategy here in about 6 to 8 laps for that first pit stop. Keep our eyes out there for that. These two pushing out in front. Let's take a look back here. Is Brandon Gibbs side by side. We got guys 3 wide here. Looking through the corners. Gets a little scary. I know it's Michigan. It's a little wider, but guys, it's only lap 15 of 100. You're going to have something like that happen. Brandon Gibbs in the 034 going to float up the track, and he clips, I think that's Jeffrey Stiles. Looks like the 67 of Preston Streetman. Travis Butt there side by side. They got Brad Haldane out in front of him in that 39 machine. Battle here, the 67 staying up top. It looks like the 83 of Zachary Stone there coming on a charge through the field. Let's see if he's got anything for him. Back up at the front, Chris Spencer looked like he was going to charge up there, make a run for the leader, Ross Tatum. Keep it up here for a moment. Gonna work their way around some lap traffic here again. Cornwell cuts it close. Very gutsy move there by Randy to cut it that close around some lap traffic like that. Here we go. Chris Spencer doing a little dipping down low for the lead here. He's gonna take that away from the 21 machine. Like I said, we're going to start seeing that pit strategy start to come into play here, as these guys will have to make their way in for their first stop of the day in the next very few laps. With that caution, I'm going to say it maybe gave him an extra lap or two, so we'll look maybe 22 to start that cycle, maybe 23. It'd be close. That way, let's take a look here at Ross Tatum. Actually, Bryce Nichols, Justin Rigsby there. That was Bryce Nichols going around some lap traffic, actually. Let's take a look at Randy Cornwell as he watches the battle out in front of him unfolding. See what Cornwell's got going on in that cockpit here as we take a lap around it. Those guys still fighting out there. Christopher Spencer, Ross Tatum out in the front. Doing a great job holding on to it here. Steady. Here we see the 11 looking low. Crossing the line. Lap 22 now of 100. Let's look throughout the field, see if we got any more action shaking up here. Starting to spread out a little bit through the field here as we see Brad Haldane trying to close up with that butt bus. Travis closing into Brent Evans here. He's going to make a run down to the low side. He's going to get it done there, no problems. Starting to see Travis. He does have a little fresher tires here with the fall off there on that first caution. Him involved in that. He's got a whole new car behind him now. Back out front, Christopher Spencer still holding on to the lead. Brent Evans closing back in on Travis now. Does he have something for him? There we see a playoff contender here coming back behind Brad Haldane. And that's Christopher Wade in the 53 machine. Looks like the 101 going to head into the pits here. So we're going to start to see some shaking up as Ross Tatum hits the pits here as well. And it's lap 24 of 100. These guys have stretched out. And like I said, we still had that yellow flag at the beginning that allowed these guys to save a couple. So maybe that magic number here later on in the night, we'll say 22. We'll say 22 laps is going to be the start of that fall off here. And guys moving in. And you see the front runners there heading into the pits now. Randy Cornwell, 20 laps into this stint. He's out in front right now. He's got Travis Butt behind him, and he is gonna get out and in front of the 21 of Ross Tatum. Gonna put him a lap down, and we'll see how much longer can that 22 machine stay out. We're 1/4 of the way through this race here tonight. Cornwell going to stay out another lap here. Tatum starting to charge back up. He'll get that lap back here shortly. And you wonder just how long Cornwell's going to try to stick it out here when he knows he's got these guys like Ross Tatum right behind him. And more than likely now, he's going to be pushing hard to stay on the lead lap. 27 laps down. Randy Cornwell crossing the line. Still in the lead. Still out in front doing a fantastic job so far. We'll see. I think Randy's going to have to bring her in here in the next lap or two. This is a full green flag stop, as he did stop there with the rest of the bunch there that got into the incident. I believe was lap 4. Looks like that 22 machine here. 22 laps into that stint, so I was right there with that 22 number. That's the magic number today. Travis Butt gonna head into the pits here as well. It looks like he is probably gonna get a speeding penalty. It looked like he was floating down there. We'll see though, as the 37 now of Kevin Kaufman elects to stick it out here, see if he can't stay 1, maybe 2 more laps out there and hope for that yellow flag to keep him within graces here. But right now, Kevin Kaufman, 22 laps into this stint, out in front. Looks to be slowing down to hit the pits here, and he is going to head down and get it going. Let's go. Well, hey, what's going on, babe? What's going on, babe? I thought you were talking to me. I get it now. You're probably talking to Travis. Whoopsie. Cornwell making his way back out onto the track, and he's going to merge up here in 5th. See if he can hold off Bryce Nichols surging out behind him. It looks like Bryce going to have the speed right now, but Randy should be able to get out there and get under him. No problem here in the next couple laps as those tires will come in. You'll be able to see that small bit of difference. Kevin Kaufman, Jesse Johnsrud into the pits here now as well. And Ross Tatum and Justin Rigsby battling it out for the front. Justin Rigsby going to sail on by down below. And he is going to go go, go. He's making a run out here now and see if that 21 machine can close the gap and make something happen. Looking throughout the field, we'll see if we got any action shaking up here. The 39 going high. We got a couple guys going to skirt on by there. We're going to keep it moving. We got Christopher Spencer closing the gap between himself and the 39 machine now. 30 laps completed here when they hit the line. Out of 100, we are on that magic 30 right now. And again, guys, if you maybe you missed one day, maybe you had something to do, I get it. It's okay. Just hop on over to www.bwsports1.com and you can catch up on all the fun and entertainment that we got going on here at Checkers and Wreckers, CWTV, the boys over at Black and White Sports, and everything else that we got cracking out here with BW Sports 1. Check it out again, www.bwsports1 as the numeral.com. Mike Carlson going to make a move to the low side now on Randy Cornwell, and that's going to put him in 5th. They will have one long stint here that they will have to really hold on to these tires. As you see, it's a 5. It's broke up in 5 stages here when you look at that 20 lap window. They got 4 sets of tires, so one of these, the one they started with, and then 3 more. So they're gonna have to extend one of these runs here, or hope for a yellow at a convenient time in the night. Because right now these guys are pushing out here. Justin Rigsby still in the lead. He's got a 2-second lead over the rest of these guys right now. Ross Tatum falling back. Let's see. Not sure. Maybe he's just trying to save. Maybe they're making the long stints here going forward. Bryce Nichols and Matthew Spinks here going to battle out for second. Battle for second here is Mike Carlson making it a 3-way dance when 3 guys go for 1 spot. You know what that is. It's a party. We're partying here on CWTV. Gotta love it. They're going to run to the low side there of Carlson. That was Bryce. Sorry, Nichols going around Mike Carlson. Getting used to some of these newer guys here in there. No, this is BYONF. Bring your own favors. I'll supply the party. You guys bring the favors. I'm still trying to find my kids' trick-or-treat candy and in hopes that, you know, somebody slipped the fun stuff into the candy. I just don't. You always hear the story, but I've never seen it happen. I just don't know who's got money like that to toss around all the favors. You know what I'm saying? It kind of blows my mind. But watching out here, Rigsby still holding it down. He's got a 3-second lead now over these guys battling for second. I'm still waiting, AC. I'm still waiting. If you ever see it, you tell me when and where, and hey, we'll go out there together. We'll make it a heck of a party. You know what I'm saying? I'd make a drive up to Canada if you guys got an edition like that, Amy. Trust me. Look at this right here. Bryce Nichols holding on really strong here out in the front of this 3-way dance. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Well, the 64 machine of Bryce Nichols is doing that right now. We're trying to hold off these two here. Renegade Reese's Cups. Well, I've already stole the kids' Reese's Pieces and Butterfingers. Reese's Pieces and the Butterfingers are gone. Those are confiscated. Still pushing on here. Justin, hold on to that roughly 3-second lead. Looks like Randy Cornwell falling back a little farther as Travis White in the 23 machine. I'll tell you what, my wife can't stand every Halloween I talk about it, but I'll tell you my favorite back in the day when I was growing up was Butterfinger BBs, and I don't know why they don't make the Butterfinger BBs anymore, but it makes me a little angry every time I talk about it, honestly. I miss the Butterfinger BBs. You never had such a perfect combination of nougat, whatever it is, and chocolate. I just thought it was fantastic. You toss a few, but oh man. Told you some are double stinting first sets here. Oh, okay. These guys double stinting this first set here. That's why we're seeing some of these fall offs. I get it now. I understand there. I'm with you. I'm with you. I knew they'd be double stinting. I didn't think it would be on the first one, honestly. I figured we'd be looking at it in the middle run, so either this one compared to or combined with the next one, or the next one combined with the one after. I didn't think it would be the right up front. I figured track position maybe mean a little too much, but hey, I guess you'd rather get it done here early and then be able to fight for the rest of the night here, charging back up towards the front, as fresh tires will mean so much in a track like this, at a track like this. What a run these guys are having. Just, they got to be having a blast out here. These three cars, Bryce Nichols, Mike Carlson, Matthew Spinks, running second, third, and fourth. You got Travis Butt back behind him. He's closing up here. And that's where you're going to see these new tires really running up. It's stuck in a hole, like KT's saying, with a, little miscorrection or misjudgment with the green or yellow flag, I should say. Travis really closing the backside up with these guys. See what he's got for him, and as these guys are still under green flag, no idea if this is a good idea or not, but we'll go radioactive. They can't hear me, but we can hear them, so I do apologize if you guys happen to hear any bad words, anything like that.
Yeah, what are you on, 42? How many more can you go?
I don't know. Who came in here? I can go 9.
Don't worry about who came in here. You just race.
I will, big dog. You know I'm strategizing.
We're radioactive, radioactive. You're the only one to be talking so far. I'll let you go, though.
I'm good. We can
Yeah, and he just told him how many laps you can run on fuel, too.
I don't care.
He's telling the world.
You can tell him I didn't get tires yet either.
Ooh,
so
look at that.
You can let him know.
Oh, KT already did. He already gave away your secrets in the comment section. That's what he doesn't tell you. He blames you for giving it all away, but he's already told everybody in the world in the comments.
I think it's me and Ross back here playing this trying to save a set of tires game. We'll see if it bites us.
See if it works out for the general there. The 22 machine, he's going to have 0 on that tire. Woo, a little smoke out in front. Not sure. I had a little bit of a blinker. Ross Tatum really falling back. He's in 10th right now. trying to hold on to every last bit of it as they're about to hit that that number, that magic number 20. So we'll see if that in fact they do in fact bring it on in. We'll hop in around. See, these guys very quiet here today as they are really trying to pull in a solid run. Get something done here in the first round of the playoffs. Justin Rigsby really holding steady out in front. Yes, he's got a 2.5 second lead. So these guys are starting to close it a little bit, but he's one of these guys out on that fresher set. Going to be interesting to see what Randy and Ross, what these guys can do, as Ross is into the pits now. One can only imagine Randy Cornwell's going to make that same move here soon, because tell you what, none of these guys want to be running on the wires of their tires here. You got another round of these guys coming into the pits. Woo! Getting a little loosey-goosey as he makes his way in. Head back out to the front here. Travis Butt finds himself into the lead yet again here tonight. Yeah, it works out for him. AC. He's not in there. He, you know what? He might be up in the dirt thing on accident. Might still be up there from his sprint car race here earlier in the 305s. The Butt Bus is hit that number 20. 20 laps into this current stint, so we'll see if he's going to fall off here shortly. Chris Spencer into the pits now as well. So we got Travis Butt, Travis White, Randy Cornwell, Christopher Wade, and Paul Irvin out in the front right now. Ray, what's it doing? I'm not showing anything on my end. Whoa, Nelly! Travis White coming in hot. Coming in real hot. Up in the front, Travis Butt in the top position here still. And he's 21 laps into this stint currently. And Travis Butt now going to make his way in. The General finds himself out in the front. He is still out there. 22 laps into this. He's going to be begging for some new rubber when he hits this pit road here in the next couple laps. Randy, one of the best out there, staying longer stints under those green flags, and he's going to bring her on in. Be like a fresh breath of air when he gets that new set of tires under him. We'll watch Jesse Johnsrud here in the 75 machine. Take it out to the front now. He's going to bring it on in now, as does Cornwell, still in there. And now Randy's heading on out. See where he's able to make it out at. He's got to be feeling good now, knowing got to feel good knowing. Sorry, I was reading that he has all fresh tire stops here coming ahead of him. He doesn't have to push these old tires any longer. Kevin Kaufman going to bring her on in, and that's going to bring Justin Rigsby back up to the front of this one, just over that halfway mark. Lap 51 complete now of 100. These guys pushing. Those guys up in front, Justin Rigsby, Ross Tatum, both part of that playoff race here. Rigsby's got 4.7 seconds, however, out in front of the 21 machine of Ross Tatum here. As we follow along and watch what the 21 machine has. Woo, baby. It looks like Bryce Nichols, Chris Spencer, Mike Carlson also going to battle it out here. They're going to take it 3 wide behind the 21 of Ross Tatum. It looks like Mike Carlson going to back out of that one. For the moment, at least. And Christopher Wade, not too far back from this dance either. We got a good battle up here between 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th place making his way up here as well. Absolutely, AC. Appreciate that. Go like and smash the subscribe button on YouTube, or hit that like button here on Facebook. We appreciate it, guys, so much. '64 machine now to the low side of the lap traffic. Gonna work his way around, and he is good to go. Sorry, that was not the lap traffic. It's the 27 there. Mike Carlson, I got confused there with the 67 machine. Back there of Preston Streetman, I apologize. Now he's going to look to the low side yet again. Digging down low on Chris Spencer and Bryce Nichols. Mike Carlson going to try to put himself into P3. Yeah, you're telling me, bud, you're not gonna fare too well if you lose to me. '27 machine and the 64 battling it out here. Bryce Nichols and Mike Carlson cross the line there. Bryce Nichols with just the little bit of an advantage at the line, but the 27 back down to the low side, going to put the bumper out in front of that 64 machine. And he gets it done into P4. Look at it. Chris Spencer just a little bit in front of these guys as the 27 tries to close that gap here. Really digging hard. Got a run on Spencer, but he had to lift and get out of it. And Ross Tatum still running a very smooth race here. Out in front of the pack of these guys, trying to chew him up for dinner. These guys putting on a show as always. It's been a very good race here tonight. Has had a quick one. Quick yellow flag here early, but since then we have been moving on and keeping up here. Still battling it out behind there. Christopher Spencer makes it out and in front of Carlson here for P3. No, they're not bad. They're horrible. Replying to Daniel's comment, they're not the drivers here because they have got it going on tonight. It'll be lap 60 as they hit that line right there of 100. Counting down the laps now to the end. These guys are stacking up for a good finish here tonight. With the pricks of pavement, always putting on a good show. '21 machine of Ross Tatum going to get a little pressure here from the 11 now. Ross enjoying those new set of rubber wheels as well as I say new, but they're pretty much chewed up at this point as they're 15 laps into this, just about 5-6 laps away from that next pit stop here. We'll see how it plays out for them. Whoa, the 64 of Nichols there getting into the wall, getting a little loosey-goosey. Riding up into the 67 there of Streetman. Let's see if the 64 here can adjust himself. Whoa, whoa. '64 machine gets it situated there. Ross Tatum, 2.7 seconds back behind. Justin Rigsby, your leader. Whoa, baby. Yo, 34 there, getting a little loosey. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm not a big Colts guy. I don't watch enough to really have an opinion outside of the fact I don't like them. Bryce Nichols back on a charge towards the front. Getting a little traction back in there, seeing if he can't pull up through here. Carlson losing a little up top here. He's floating hard. Every 4 years they do. Look at these guys battling it out here. Not your type of football, Amy. No, they don't. Ha ha ha. Look at the 53 down to the low side of Mike Carlson. Christopher Wade with that playoff green. Wanting to make it around here. Put himself into, it would be P4. At the line, Wade gets that one. We'll see if he can hold on to it. Give a Buttbus update here. He's sitting in 9th right now, a half a second back from 8th place Paul Irvin, that 24 machine tonight. That's who's in front of him right now is the 24. These guys going to start making their way into the pits here in the next couple of laps. We're watching Christopher Wade in that 53 machine make his way under the 27. See what he can do here. So Ray, how it works is there's no like stages in the playoffs. It's 5 races in the playoffs, and they pretty much all reset. So these top 10 drivers in the playoffs all have a chance at it throughout the entire 5 weeks here. '27 machine there in 4th place, crossing the line, bringing us. It's lap 68 now. Bryce Nichols hitting the pits. See if the leader Justin Rigsby will head on in here shortly. And with Rigsby's dominance right now, one can only imagine he has not had that long stint. Kinda, yeah. Kind of a mix between the old style and the new style, I guess. Where there is a playoff, but then they let them battle it all out in the playoffs between those drivers. Christopher Spencer and the 11 machine is out in the front now, as these guys head in to make their, what will be second to last pit stop here of the day. And you start to wonder now, maybe some of these guys do a little short pit so they don't have to hold their tires as long as those guys like Cornwell and others did. Chris Spencer out in front looking to put the 54 machine a lap down here. There's Justin Rigsby, your one-time leader, heading back out onto the track here. Rigsby going low and does it quick as the 11 there of Spencer has to probably hold off as he comes into the pits there up off the top side. And the general now going to put himself back into the lead here. See how it works out for the general here as he is lap 20 of his stint right now. Cornwell, 21 laps into the stint here. He's got the butt bus behind him. Haldane in front of Travis here. Not on the same lap, though. As Haldane is 1 lap down at the moment. Rigsby's got about a 4-second gap between himself and 4th place here, Zachary Stone. So we might be seeing Rigsby on that longer stint here for his tires at the moment. Looks like Zachary Stone, Jeffrey Stiles going to hit the pits here. Rigsby finding him into 3rd place now. And the 034 get a little loosey-goosey out in front of these guys. It looks like Randy Cornwell and Travis Butt will Nope. Cornwell not. Thought he was going to. Travis Butt, however, does find himself into the pits. Randy Cornwell, 23 laps into this fuel stint here for himself. Seeing what he can ride out here. See if maybe he could push it 2 more laps. Maybe 2 more laps, and you could possibly, Tim, you could still get a point. You can hop in. Well, right now, we're trying to see if Randy might be able to do this off of one last stop here. It's going to be awfully close, as Randall's going to find himself into the pits here. Justin Rigsby will make his way back out and into the front. And they are 6 laps into this stint now. See if any of these guys choose to do a little short pit, possibly. As we'll see 5, 6 laps from now, that magic window open. Aha, fair enough. Absolutely there. KT's just, he wants an invite somewhere. KT, I think feels left out. He asked me for an invite. Now he's asking Tim for an invite. Look at these guys battling out here. Bryce Nichols trying to work himself back into this top 5 here. Rigsby still out in front here. 3.5 seconds over Ross Tatum there. You see the gap between the 36 of Justin Rigsby and the 21 machine of Ross Tatum sitting in first and second. Both those guys in the playoff dance here. If you look back at 5th place Christopher Wade, he's sitting in the playoffs here as well. Travis Butt sitting in 10th right now. And those guys are on their 4th lap here. So if they can really push it and they start saving early, they may be able to eliminate one whole stop from their regimen here today. Looks like Bryce Nichols going to fall back a little bit here to the 8 machine of Paul Irvin. Paul making a run up through the field here late in this one. Got a sight set on the 11 machine now of Christopher Spencer out in front here. Looks like Travis making a run here on the General. Spencer catches the backside of Paul Irvin with nothing. Like it was nothing. Down to the low side now, the 11 across the line and in front of the number 8 machine there. Meanwhile, in third place, Mike Carlson in that 27. Trying to run down Ross Tatum. There's a big gap between the top 3, though. See the battle and going back on in the pack here. See what we got moving and shaking. What a phenomenal show it has been here today so far. You guys are putting on a great run for us here. It's got to be so much fun out on the track there as well when you put together a good run like this. Watching Cornwell through the corners. Cornwell's not saving here. Let's go back to the 12th place. Travis Butt. He is a lap down now. There you see the leader here. Justin Rigsby right behind Randy Cornwell. Randy's going to try to do everything he can to stay out and on the lead lap here. Brad Haldane finding himself into 7th place here. Tell him to pit now, Amy. Tell him to pit now. You got Austin Anderson, and he's a lap down behind Justin Rigsby here. The 22's doing everything he can to stay on this lead lap here. Austin Anderson wants to get back on it. He's going to dip down to the low side of the leader, Justin Rigsby here. And they are 3 wide in the corner here with the leader. All these guys in the playoff race. Obviously, every point means something here, and Rigsby just going to kind of let them battle it out themselves, and he'll take a back seat for that action at the time. Keep it clean up there. He's good. Rigsby now gonna get around the 22 machine of Randy Cornwell. There's that 36 Moon Pie machine. 4.3 seconds out in front of Ross Tatum. He's hitting that lap 20 here this next time by. We'll see if he does, in fact, bring it in. And this is where we're going to start to see some of these strategies play a factor here tonight. Brad Haldane does, in fact, pit I have no idea if I'm going to be correct there or not, but hey, Amy, we'll see. And some of these guys going to definitely have to bring them on in here. Rigsby, 21 laps into this stint here this time by. See if we got any action throughout the field. It's kind of spread out right now through the front. Here we go. A little battle between Randy Cornwell, Jonathan Hallett. Not far back from the leader, as they are a lap down right now. Only the top 5 on the lead lap. Let's head into the cockpit here, Rigsby, and see if he's saving. Doesn't sound like it as he was exiting that corner with gusto. See if he brings it in this run here. This time by. And he does. Justin Rigsby into the pits now, lap 90 of 100. See who's going to cycle out to the front. It looks like Christopher Spencer. He's not going to be able to make it to the end, though. We'll see, in fact, who is able to hold on to it. Is Randy Cornwell going to be able to withstand pitting here throughout the remainder of this race? I hope I can make it 10 more laps. I'll try to keep you here, Amy. That's what we got. We got 10 laps remaining here. A lot of shaking up as it looks like Mike Carlson going to hit the pits now. Justin Rigsby goes in first. Comes out second place. Very impressive there by Justin Rigsby, as it looks like this race is gonna belong to him. He's just gonna have to hold on to it, keep it clean here for the remaining. We got 9 laps here, and Justin Rigsby is gonna walk away with this one again. He needed a win last week to get in. Well, he got it. Here he is. I think Rigsby's got it. I don't think he's going to get cursed. You better hope for a broadcaster's curse on your end, because they're talking a lot of good about the boys. Anderson leading the charge here. He's in 14th. Out in front of this pack here. Ross Tatum in that 4th place here. He's held on very strong. He's going to try to get a podium here as he's working around that number 8 machine. See if he can get it. Three wide through the corners here. This would not want to be what Justin Rigsby would want to see as a yellow flag right now. Definitely not, but you would think he's been so strong through the day, even a yellow flag couldn't stop him at this point. You'd like to think he'd be able to get a solid jump on that start and be able to keep it going, but you never know. So at this point, he just wants to keep it green, which is a lot easier to do it that way. They've done it this far now. Why not just keep it going? See what battles we got here. Is now Paul in that that number 8 machine going to try to close the gap here to Ross. They'll hit the line. It'll be 5 to go. Five laps here remaining. Tatum and Anderson side by side. Not for position as Anderson is a lap down here tonight. That 8 machine trying to get his first podium in his first night here. It's going to be hard for any of those guys behind, which are 5 seconds. We got a little battle now between Cornwell, Carlson, and Wade. They're going to have 3 to go when they hit the line. Apologize, 4 to go here. Looks like the 53 looking down low. It's not for position, though, as Randy Cornwell is the next one for position on that 53 machine. Rigsby has a 5-second lead over Tatum. Again, just has to keep it clean. Rigsby's got his sights set on Travis Butt here. Going to try to put him 2 laps down here tonight. I'm sorry, Travis would be 1 lap down there. And he does. Coming around this time, the 36 machine of Justin Rigsby will get the white flag. There it is, the ButtKicker Gamer 2 white flag out in the air. These guys are running down the final lap here tonight. 100 laps. Just about complete here, and what a show it was. Green flag from that first incident early in the show all the way up until now. My goodness. What a run it has been. Watch Justin Rigsby. As Justin will cross the line here. Justin Rigsby, your winner in this one. Ross Tatum gonna cross the line in second. Paul Irvin, new to the league, gonna finish in third. Excuse me there. Pork chop there getting a win again. And we'll go talk to these guys in the Auralex interview loft and see what they have to say about the race tonight. Let's see who we got and where we got them. Well, hello, sir. Whoopsie, I moved into the wrong thing. Well, hello, sir. How's it going?
What's up, man?
Another solid run here tonight. At first, it looked like you were going to be up there for a good part of the night, but hey, second place here tonight. Not a bad finish.
I can't complain, man. Michigan, so it's almost like a Talladega or Daytona, so feels good. To finish second with no incidents. Justin just had a little bit better strategy than me, it seemed like, but he ran a heck of a race for sure.
So it seemed like tires were really a factor here today, as you guys really had to play out the tire game more than you have in any race tonight. What was your strategy on the long stint, if you will?
So originally I was gonna just go to lap 60 without taking tires, but once it had that green flag look, I took tires finally at lap 45, and then 65 and 87 or something, and that was my strategy. I guess Justin didn't take him that second stint. That's all I can figure, but he made some moves.
Absolutely, and you could start to see when yourself and Cornwell, you guys fell off about the same time. So that's what we were wondering if that was the case. In fact, they're early that you guys were trying to get that long stint out early, and that way you could charge up to the front there later in the race.
Yeah, playing, man, but yeah, I thought I would shake out a little bit better than that, but you know, Justin just took care of his tires and had speed at the same time, man. He drove a great race.
The way it looked, I'm going to say Justin may have thrown an extra set of tires behind the pit wall and maybe got away with it because he was on a rail tonight.
Yeah, seemed like, man, he was flying.
Absolutely. Just joking around there about Justin, but that 21 machine here, Ross Tatum, another solid finish. And really, I mean, outside of having the Justin Rigsby in the playoffs there beating you, that's the only downfall there is it's a solid week for a playoff. Second place, you got to be happy with it. Who do you want to thank at the end of the day, man?
I want to thank Coca-Cola for paying the bills like always. I got to thank Zach Stone, Z4 Designs. He put this paint scheme together real quick for me for this race and the Bricks of Pavement playoffs. Then you guys for broadcasting. You do a really good job. It's always fun to go back and watch the race. And then Randy and John for running the league. They do an awesome job, and just proud to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for those kind words, and good luck moving forward here in these playoffs.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now we'll move down. We'll see what we got going here, and we'll talk to I'm not sure if Mr. Irvin's here or not. We're going to have to see. I don't see him, so we'll go right to Pork Chop here, and my goodness, that 36 machine, it was a winning in for you last week. Well, guess what? You're in, and now you're not going to stop, are you?
Don't plan on it, man. These moon pies are something special.
So what was it? Did you have a set of moon pies there that you used for a set of tires? Because all these other guys had that long stint and they fell off. There was no fall off in that 36 here tonight.
Well, I think some people probably went a whole pit stop without tires, and I decided to chance it with two tires instead. So, and it worked out, I guess, because I was surprised that most of that race I was by myself, but yet no one was really catching me. I guess I just had it figured out, and these moon pies added a little extra horsepower.
Absolutely there. So did you take the left set first and then you used the right sets the second time to kind of use that attack there, or what was the strategy?
Well, I can't tell you my secrets too early in the playoffs now. People might learn something. Fair
enough. You gave me enough of it there.
I didn't expect the strategy to work. Talking with the team, like, man, we're actually going to have to make 4 stops instead of 3, and we had 3 sets of tires. And right at the end of the first run, I realized that. So we was in a panic, just a few laps to go before we had to pit that first round. And I was like, man, what do we do? So luckily, I guess whatever I did, it worked, man. And, coming off a win last week to even, become eligible for the playoffs, to come out here and follow it up with a win to start the playoffs, I mean, I can't ask for much more than that.
Absolutely. And like I said, just an absolutely phenomenal race it was. And you find yourself really anytime you're out in front, it was about that anywhere from about 2.5 seconds to 4.5 to you finished out in front. It was 6.4 seconds in front of the field. So really showed what you had with that new set of tires, and the speed here tonight, just second to none. You did a fantastic job. And it's your turn now. You get to give Moon Pie their shout out.
Yeah, man, moon pies make this car look great. Some local shops on here: Ryan's Fatted Calf, Heritage Barbershop. Some great things here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. RC, Team Attitude Esports had a couple teammates in here with me to help try to keep me calm and running the best I could. And hate that they didn't make out as well as I did. Just some simple mistakes that we'll look at and try to get better as a team going forward. But without them, this would be that much harder. So glad we could bring it home. Thank you guys for putting this up for the world to see, and hopefully we can keep it up going forward.
I look forward to seeing what you got going there, Pork Chop, and the world does there as well. As again, I'm gonna have to do it again. I'll tell you what, anytime you win, I feel like I'm stopping at the gas station by my house here when I drop the little girl off to school on Mondays, and I'm grabbing myself a moon pie. So I better keep up the tradition here tomorrow.
Hey, keep it up, and just keep in mind, we win the championship, you got to get a whole box.
All right, hey, I'll do that for you. I'll even set it on you do that, I will set it on the podcast here. We'll have moon pies here for anybody that wants to join on. So thanks so much, Justin. It was a great show.
All right, man, appreciate it.
And that's all we got for you here tonight, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in to CWTV. You guys are the best. As always, check out www.bwsports1.com and see what we got going on for you. And don't forget, Pork Chop here is going to walk away with a set there from Rocket Racing Setup. So congrats to him, and nothing better, as Richard likes to say, you either race one or you chase one, baby. That's it. We will see you guys on Wednesday. I'm taking off for my birthday the next couple of days, and you guys are the best again. Thanks so much.